it's me, OGDuffy, and I am back with a pints, plays and pickups video in no particular order. I'll be showing you my pickups that I've had of late and of some months ago that I forgot to show you. Them pickups are from the Cambridge Computer Museum. We've got a CEX roulette, wish me luck on that one. I've got some eBay pickups. I've got a marketplace pickup that I was particularly pleased with, and I've got a Grail. Oh yes, for me anyway, I've got a game that is amazing. Let's just hope the condition is good. I got it from eBay. It looked good in the photos, but hey, who knows? And of course, we're going to play some games as well, and we're going to have some beers in between. Oh yes, indeed. So without further ado, let's crack on. What should we do first? Beer o'clock. Gotta be. Kicking off quite light with a new beer for me anyway. Via Roma. I'm assuming it's Italian because it says Roma. Oh yes, Spirited d'Italia. Yeah, anyway, it's 4.5%. It's 660ml though. So that's bigger than a pint. Oh yes, for those that do maths. Let's crack her open. Oh, little spurt there. But not the strongest beers, as you know, but not a bad strength, but a good size lager indeed. Now, I've had some great pickups, guys, which we're going to go through. I'm very pleased with them, but one in particular that is a Grail game for me. Oh, yes, indeed. And if you're a Star Wars fan, it will definitely appeal to you guys. Anyway. Let's try this. This is describes itself as Via Roma Premium Lager. I could read the bump, but hey, I want to get to my pickups and plays, of course. It's not unpleasant. It's cold. It's wet. It's lager. What's not to love? Yeah, quite nice. Quite a mild beer. Going down, hitting the spot, and it's over a pint. So yeah. Happy days there. But let's get to my first pickup, guys. Many months ago, myself, Mrs. OG, and her sister and my brother-in-law, we went to Cambridge, and I showed that in a vlog. It was a great weekend. But I took some footage around the Cambridge Computer Museum, but I never got round to making the video. I know, bad. But anyway, that aside, they had a shop there, okay? They had some second-hand games for sale, which we'll come to, and they had various retro game-related items. So I bought myself a cup. I didn't just buy myself one, I bought myself two. And it was this. It was a high-quality mug, but of course, ZX Spectrum, guys, look at that. It's the old rubber-keyed special edition that I loved so much growing up. Coming 16K and 48K. And then, of course, towards the end, you never really found the 16Ks. Yeah, they were soon wiped out. But look at that. Sexy bit of kit, that, isn't it, eh? I've got one that I'm using indoors now, but we bought little OG one, and he's not used it. So this is it here. But anyway, that was that. So I've got that in there. But don't worry, we are coming to games as well, people. Oh, yes, there's just two non-game related items. So there was that one. And there was this, and I saw these, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to get them. Not only is supporting the museum there, but those were just unique. So it was these here, okay? So they're like top trumps, but for games consoles, all right? We'll take a closer look in a minute. But these were pretty cool. So there's all sort of retro game systems and that, and I'll give you a closer look in a minute, how to play inlet, etc. But now, onto the all-important video games, guys, because let's be honest, that's what we're here for. That is a selection of games there. Not as many as I'd have liked, of course not. You can never have too many games. Oh, yes. But there was this. It was on the Master System. And I have to say, the condition of this is pucker, right? It's Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Not a rare title, of course it isn't. But that was a £5, right? Look at that. As you can see there, the case and the cover, superb condition. And then you crack it open, the manual, lovely condition. And the cartridge there, again, lovely condition. So Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on the Master System there for a £5. Let's be honest, right? The Master System is a classic system for a £5. Would you have left that sitting there? I don't know what CX charged for it, but in that condition, there's no way I was leaving it. Anyway, let's get me beer. Let's show you my next pickups. Before I give you a closer look at them sort of top trump cards from the Cambridge Computer Museum, I'm going to show you 2 of my eBay pickups. And there's a story behind one of these. False advertising at its finest. Oh yes. That ain't off a bad beer. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Anyway, the first one is this. It should be a game for the WiiU collection. Oh yes. Another one off that list, so to speak. Anyway, let's crack it open. I bought myself one of them stamps so I could roll out my address, so I haven't got to worry about showing things and having you people turn up on my door. Although I'm always up for a social, guys. Just drop me a message. Just say you're up for a beer one day, OG. I'm always happy to meet people. And it's a WiiU game, another one off the collection, as I say. And it's Skylanders. This time it's Trap Team. Right, I'm never going to play a Skylanders game. I admit it now. I confess all. But you know what? It just come with a disc only. I don't know if this come with any bumps. I don't know if these games have bumps with them or not. I don't even know if they're any good. I know people in the past said, they're alright, OG, just give them a play. But it means me having to start collecting toys and stuff like that. And I tell you what, the video game collecting is enough. I have to rein myself in every now and then. Right, but anyway, this next eBay purchase was an interesting one. So the guy advertised it. He said it's a, you know, game, blah, blah, blah. Postage was this much or whatever. So whatever, I bought it. I won the auction, paid the price. Anyway, got a slip through the door. And I'm sure you can see on there, postage not paid, all this sort of nonsense. Paid, unpaid, blah, blah, blah. I'm checking there. There's no information you can see. No good. So they posted the slip. The postage hasn't been paid. You have to pay more to it. So I contacted the eBay seller on this. I said to him, you've advertised the product at this. You've charged me this for postage and it's not enough. Yeah, I think he put a stamp on it. Well, obviously it didn't go through. He said, well, that's what eBay said to pay. He said, so that's what I said, okay, fine, mate. I'm not arguing. So I'm just letting you know, you need to change your listings, oh son, because they are incorrect. And hey, eBay obviously don't know what they're doing. So anyway, by the by, I paid an extra $1.50 to the postal service and I got it posted. And I left him a very nice review, obviously. See if he put a little note in here. No, he didn't. Shame of. Well, I've expected a note like, "Ah, you mug, you only went and paid it." Well, anyway, I paid it. It is what it is. It's a Skylanders game on the WiiU, and it is that one there. I'm looking at it, but I don't know the title. It's Imaginators. Imaginators there. Like I say, I know absolutely nothing about these things at all, but we will add them to the shelves in due course, because you do know I enjoy the therapy of adding more WiiU games to that collection. It's getting there, slowly but surely. I've got some real heavy hitters to go, but hey, I'm just chipping away all the time, guys, all the time. Topping up the beer, finishing the first beverage in this plays, pickups and pints video. What we're going to do, I've got a few more pickups to show you still, obviously, but I'm going to show you a bit of a close-up of these, what they're about, how they work, etc. Then we're going to play a video game. I have no idea which. I've got plenty to choose from, plenty of arcade games to choose from, etc. Because as you know, when I do these, I like to play a bit of a mix. Then we'll play a game and then we'll come back, I'll show you the other pickups and then we'll go from there. Anyway, let's take a close up of these. So this is them there, games, consoles, collectible cards. Now to be honest, they had a sort of a mini range of all different things here on this, so it's pretty cool. But just to give you a general idea, it's sort of consoles throughout the years. How accurate the details are, I really don't know. Atari Pong, ColecoVision, Atari VCS, NES, etc. Master System. Yeah, just all the classics that we know. So for example, let's stop at one that we should know a bit about. Vectrex, okay. MB Vectrex. So you're looking at that, it tells you the year it's produced, that's 82. The speed, 1.5 megahertz. The RAM, 1 kilobyte. Blimey. Units sold, 150,000. Cool factor, 8. And let's be honest, a Vectrex is an absolutely cool console. Oh, library. Now, this is where I will question some of these cards. It's saying library, 29 games, and the launch price was $199. So it's quite interesting about the libraries here. NEC piece. Yeah, so for example, the Atari Lynx, it's saying there was a library of 74 games with that. How accurate are these? If you know, let me know. Let's find some of the more common consoles, and that way you may be able to give me an accuracy on them, because you guys know your stuff. Now, that's the Nintendo Game Boy. Classic, amazing console. It's saying the library there was 1,049 games. 1,049. Retro Ed might know. He loves his Game Boy stuff. He's got plenty of Game Boy bits. A game.com. Now, who remembers that? Quick discussion point on that. I've got a brand new one sealed up in that loft area. I need to dig it out. I picked them up in a sale. There was 2 or 3 of them. I sold a couple back in the day. I wish I hadn't, but it was sealed, and it said there was a library of 20 games, because when I finished my Wii U set, I was thinking, do I go for game.com and try and finish that library, because there's only 20 titles, and the titles on there include a Sonic game, I believe, a Resident Evil, there's all sorts of Batman game, so yeah, might be an interesting one to click for, might not, but how accurate are they? Let me know in the comments. The first game we are playing tonight is this, guys. Now, this can be picked up as cheap as chips. It's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And the reason I'm playing this, I played a quiz game on the arcade machine, Quiz and Dragons by Capcom. And I love a quiz game, I really do. I'm no good at them, don't get me wrong. But you know what, I think I picked this up in a charity shop for 50p or something, right? Now, this is a mega old game. What's the year on that? I can't quite see. So the questions are going to be quite old related to that. But we're going to have a bit of fun with this. And this is how it's going to work, right? You're following along at home. I need you to be as honest as you can. I know I'm going to be honest. If I lose the first round, then I lose the first round. I'll admit it. I'll own it, right? We'll see how far I can get. But you have to let me know in the comments, would you have got that answer correct to yourselves, yay or nay? And how far would you have got? Or would you have gone past me, etc.? So, anyway, let's give it a play. I don't know how it's going to work out with the music, because there's probably, yeah, might get a copyright strike on the tunage. But don't worry, with my editing skills, I will sort that for sure. I might even silence it and just have me chatting over it. I hope not, though, because, hey, Chris Tarrant, he's all right, isn't he? Didn't mind a bit of Chris. Anyway, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I do. I'm sure you do too. Let's see how far we can get in digital currency.
Right, here we go. You're 15 questions away from £1 million.
Right, got you, Chris. We got this.
Have a look at this for £100.
A ton. Right, here we go, guys. A ton question. Yeah, all right. Enough of the bump. Right, here we go. Which of these characters is said to leave money under children's pillows? The Tooth Fairy Hair picks it. Oh, come on. Yeah, nice and easy.
Well done, nice and easy. You've got £100.
Thank you, Chris. We're off ski. Got a ton. Did you know that answer? Drop in that comments. I bloody hope you did.
It's worth 200.
200 notes. Frascati is a wine producer in which country? Oh, no. I don't drink wine. Right. Okay. I'm guessing France. Frascati.
All right, take your time.
It's sounding it's sounding Italian to me. Do you know what? I think I'm going to have to use one of them lifeline things, you know. I'm going to go 50-50, and I'm choosing Italy over France.
Okay,
so let's see what it leaves us with.
Computer, take away 2 wrong answers, please, leaving the right answer and the one remaining wrong answer.
Come on. I'm going Italy.
So, it looks like it. Are you sure you want to do this?
This is stressful, guys.
It's right, you got £200.
I've lost the lifeline really early on. 200 quid, what's that going to buy me? Oh, a meal out and around the drinks in the pub.
13 questions away from $1 million.
Not the way I'm going, Chris. Yeah. What describes Josie's dream coat in the title of an Andrew Lloyd ravishing study? Amazing. Yeah, I know that.
You're going for D.
I'm sure. Yeah. We all know that, don't
well done, you've got £300.
That was, what's his name, wasn't it? Kylie's fella at the time. 300 notes? Come on, give me more than that. Obviously, this is the old version, or the original.
15 coming up. You're doing fine.
Now listen, guys, right?
Take your time. Have
50p a pound. This is so much fun, honestly. Morello and maraschino are varieties of which fruit? Morello.
Take your time, take as long as you need. You don't
cherries.
have to play
I'm
this, but
sure they're cherries.
You think it's
I don't
B.
eat a lot
Are you
of
happy
fruit.
with that answer?
Mrs. OG is always saying you should eat more fruit.
Correct.
But I know Morello is a cherry.
£500. Well done.
Whew. So I'm feeling the pressure, guys. I'm going to have to get another beer after this.
You've still got 2 lifelines. Phone a friend and ask the audience.
I ain't got any
Okay,
friends,
look,
Chris. That's the problem,
one
mate.
question away
Hey.
from the first milestone. It's for a guaranteed £1,000.
A grand, 1K. We can do that. Which company was co-founded by Bill Gates? I think I'm going Microsoft.
So you're saying it's
yeah. Shut up.
Are you confident?
Put me through. Yeah, I'm confident.
You seem pretty sure.
Yeah, I am
You're
sure,
right
Chris.
To be sure.
Shut up.
You just
Put me
won
through.
£1,000.
Yeah, I'm a K-ing, guys. Yes. CEX, here I come with my £1,000 check. I haven't got it yet though. I'm gonna get more. Have any of these questions stumped you guys so far? And if so, which one?
That's £1,000 in the bag guaranteed, but let's try and double that with the next question. You might as well play this. You've got nothing to lose. You're guaranteed £1,000. This one is for £2,000.
Thanks, Chris. £2 question. Let's have some of it. Come on. Let's have it. Who plays Dot Cotton in EastEnders? I know that. That's June Brown. Well, it was. She's dead now, isn't she? Bless her. Always had a fag on the go, didn't she?
You
Always
had
smoking.
£1,000 guaranteed.
In that laundrette.
You've now got £2,000.
Good old Dot. She knew all the old gossip in that square, you know. Oh, yes. I tell you what, I used to smoke many years ago. And I used to struggle one time in the evening. I'd come in and Mrs. OG would be watching EastEnders. And it was the one time I'd see Dot Cotton smoking on screen and I'd go,
Take a look at this.
I really want a cigarette now. And that was the only time. And then after that, I got over that. And do you know what? I've never smoked since. That's the only time I fancied a cigarette. Mad. What's the capital of New Zealand? I'm thinking... Straight away, I thought Christchurch. So I'm going to stick with it. But when I saw Wellington there, I thought, I'm going Christchurch. I'm not even using a lifeline, guys. We're going for this. Come on.
You had £2,000.
Oh, no.
I'm afraid you now haven't. You've just given me the wrong answer.
Oh,
You've
what?
lost £1,000.
Wellington. Oh, mate. Oh, how did you do at home? Drop in the comments, guys. Oh dear, what can I say? I'll be honest though, as I say, for the money, you can't go wrong with in quiz games. And looking at that, you can play it on like a several players. So, I know what I'm doing this weekend. I'm getting Mrs. OG out here. We're going to have a play on that. I failed. How far did you get? I got £1,000. Would you have got that question right? But most of you probably did. Drop in the comments. Anyway, let's get them WiiU games added to the shelf. Adding those 2 Skylander games to the complete collection now. And come down with me. Let's get low. How low can you go? With my knees, probably not as low as I would like. Hey, I'm even wobbling there now. But anyway, cracking on. So we've got Skylanders Imaginators. That goes in there and it is sitting between Sing Party. No, I am not singing for you. And Skylanders Superchargers. And then we've got Skylanders Trap Team, which is sitting over here between Skylanders Swap Force. Yes, another classic. And the Smurfs 2. Oh yes, talking of classics. Let's get back to those all-important pickups. And of course, my beer's got about that much in it. Shall we have a refill? I think so. Beer number 2 goes to this here. It's called Korev. Now, I saw this in Asda, I think it was. I think these bottles are 4 for the price of 3 or whatever. And it's born in Cornwall lager. I assumed with the name Korev that it was going to be an Eastern European lager, but it's not. It's a Cornish lager. It's 4.8%, so it's a decent strength. It's not too bad. It's a sociable strength. That's what I'll call this beer. A sociable strength, he says, not being able to get the cap off. He says, until that point. This isn't as big as the last beer we just had. It's 500 mils, it's slightly under a pint. 500 mils, is that an American pint, guys? Because I know when I went to Vegas, I got most upset. I was like, I asked for a pint, and I was like, is it me, or are these glasses smaller? I soon learned that an American pint is not a British pint. Yeah, I felt like I was being a bit robbed, actually. Anyway, sorry about that. I've left a bit of a head on there. But anyway, Korev, the Cornish lager of choice. See what this one's like. Very nice, very refreshing. The strange thing is, my first taste I could get there was cheese. A cheesy beer. Yeah. It's like almost like a strong cheddar is on the back of the throat. Most bizarre, but in a good way. It's not bad beer. I quite like that. Well, I have yet to find a beer I don't like. But anyway, let's get another game revealed. Oh yes, another pickup for you guys. And then let's get another game on the go. This next pickup, right, was on a Facebook marketplace. I'll be absolutely honest with you, I don't look on there often enough. And I'll need to start looking on there more, really, to pick up games to sell on the website, www.ogduffy.com. Oh, yes. Because I'm selling all my doubles and stuff on over there. It's just in case I've got to go through it all and get them listed and stuff. But anyway, I digress as always. He was advertising 3 PS1 games. And he said, I want £20. But then I looked through his other listings and he had another PS1 game there and he'd reduced the price and not sold it. I said, look, mate, will you take £20 for all 4? And he said, yep, not a problem. Come and collect them. So on the way home, me and little OG, we swung by and picked them up. And they were the following titles. All of these are in really good condition. Complete, the discs are magic. So 20 quid. So we've got that there. Final Fantasy, what one's that? It's 5, 6, 7, 8. Final Fantasy 8. As I say, it's complete. It's on the Platinum label, that. Now, strangely, when you look at the prices up of sort of PS1 games, quite often the Platinum ranges sell more than the original. Or CX priced them more than they do the original sort of game. I don't know what that's all about. If you know, drop in the comments, please. And then there was these 3 games here. Now, these need no introduction at all. These are absolutely legendary games. So that, plus these 3 for 20 notes, I was well happy. And the condition of these, again, is immaculate. Honestly, trust me when I tell you. We've got Tomb Raider. As you can see, it is the Platinum one there, okay? We got Tomb Raider 2. Again, just the standard version, that one, so not the Platinum. And guess what's next? Go on, have a guess. You got it, it's Tomb Raider 3. You're a load of sidekicks, you read my mind. So the 3 Tomb Raider games there on the original PS1, along with Final Fantasy 8 there. I'm well happy with all of them. 20 notes, marketplace pickup. Happy days with that one. Let's go play another game, but this time not a quizzer. We're going to go back arcade style with Splatterhouse. Great game, a horror type game, which is sort of a level up. It's a really, really good game. And I know if you can get Splatterhouse 2, I think it's on the Mega Drive, correct me if I'm wrong, it's quite a collectible title now, guys. So do keep your eyes out for it. But anyway, we can play that in a minute. But do remember, there's some more pickups to come. I've got a charity shop pickup that I had from last weekend. It was very good indeed. And guess what? Tension mounts. I got a Mega Drive game in a charity shop. Oh yes indeed. I've also got a CX roulette and I've got that Grail to come. Oh yes. But in the meantime, just go see how well I do at Splatterhouse. I think the screams might be on me. So here we go. This is Splatterhouse, people, by Namco, 1988. A classic title. It's very well received. It's It's got a very good reputation. I suppose you describe it as a side scroller. You have to sort of fight the enemies as they come. You get sort of different sort of animals or beasts, as I'd call them, or whatever, you know what I mean? And you get these sort of different weapons as you go. There was Splatterhouse. There was Splatterhouse 2. I don't know much more than that, really, to be honest. I'll be honest, it was one of them games back in the day, it sort of passed me by. But I do remember it being released on the PC Engine and seeing it in the game magazines back in the day and thinking, oh, blimey, that looks awesome, you know? Yeah, because the PC Engine was quite the console. It really, really was. Now, as always, right, my gameplay's never usually this bad, but the problem is, when I'm talking to you guys like now, and I'm playing games, I get easily confused. I just end up talking about things, and I'm playing less focused to this, and my brain's playing more focused to memories. Yes, I've just punched a bat. Yep, those spikes through the floor will hurt if you get caught on them. I'm sure, but there's a stick there. I'm sure I can do some damage with that stick. But let's get past them guys first. Let's give them a bash. A little jump there. Jump, skip and a hop. But yeah, Splatterhouse guys, what are your memories of this? I think if we go up that ladder, is there like the first boss or something? I could be wrong. I don't like the look of that thing coming towards me, making me rush through the level. Yeah, this is it. You're in this room. It's a game I've never completed. I've never come that far through completing it. I should just actually sometimes just keep pressing continue and just complete a few games in the weekends and stuff, you know. Oh, I'm getting a little stressed here. I'm getting stressed, guys. I'm getting stressed. Oh, mate, them wormy things, they're a bit naughty, ain't they? Oh, yes, indeed. Here we go. But anyway, going back, the PC Engine. What a console that was for back in the day. Honestly, I love the PC Engine. And I think the thing is with it, growing up, you remember seeing it in all the magazines, and you just couldn't. It was only available on sort of import. So, did you take a gamble and get one? But for the time, mate, you had the Mega Drive, had our SNESes. Don't get me wrong, but PC Engine, it just looked amazing. I should really invest in one, just for my own sake, really. I beat the boss. I don't know how. I'm just nattering. But anyway, that's what these pickups, pints and plays videos are all about. Oh, mate, and I've got more pickups to come and more pints to drink. Oh, yes, indeed. Anyway, here we go. I will not last much longer, I know that. I don't know what the story is behind the game. I did read it many moons ago. I think it's something to do with the mask, which is sort of Friday the 13th type mask, is it? I don't know. One of you guys will know. And it's stuck to him, and you have to clear the house or clear the levels, and then, yeah, you're free of it, or something like that. Time for another video game. Oh, yes. I'll be honest, I really enjoyed that. That was quality, mate. That is going to get a load of play this weekend. But you know what I think we need to put in? Oh, yes. Let's go for an OG game, an original, the one, the only PS1 classic. Let's go for Tomb Raider. Gone back on myself and gone for this original section, really, which I should have done first off, because that's where the sort of the hoof prints are. So, yeah. Oh, batties. Let's have a shot of them. I'm sure bats are an endangered species. Oh, come on, blimey. Can't even shoot a little bat. But as I say, I'm sure they're an endangered species. So should we really be shooting the bats? One thing I've learnt in this game is do not let Lara Croft near endangered species. Oh no. Let's try and get through here. The end of the Korev beer. Three more pickups to show you. And some more gaming, of course. So should we have a beer or a pickup next? Beer, pickup. I think beer. then pick up. Next beer of choice is this Erdinger. That says there WiiU beer, which I'm assuming is wheat beer. I'll be absolutely honest, I know this is a wheat beer because I'm looking at the glass and I can see that it's not a clear beer. Now, I have a real hang up about wheat beers and I will explain why right now. Now, generally, these are really good strength and apparently they're really, really tasty beers. This one is 5.3%. But the problem I have with wheat beer is this. Can you see it? Can you see it? Because I can. Oh, yes. Now, when little OG, when I was little OG, the original little OG, I used to go out drinking with my mates. And I used to drink bitters then, never lagers, always bitter. And my mate Richard, who I used to drink with most nights of the week, we used to go and drink different ales in different pubs. And he always said to me, oh, Rob, yeah, you must check out the beer. And we always used to do that with our pints. And if it was a bit like that, i.e. you couldn't see through it and it was cloudy, then you thought, that pint's a bit iffy, mate. So you weren't over keen on it. But that one is a wheat beer, and wheat beers are cloudy like this. So I've got a mental blockage when it comes to, I'm like, oh, you shouldn't drink it, it's a bad beer. But it isn't, it's just the way they're brewed. So anyway, let's break the habit of a lifetime. No real scent there. Very, very tasty, as long as I don't look at it. Anyway, let's show you some more pickups. 2 more lots of pickups, and then I will be saving the Grail to the very end, people. A piece I'm hoping is as good as it was in the listing. I'm sure it is. Well, I'm 90% confident it is. Anyway, the next one. This was from a charity shop. 2 charity shops in the same town. I visited Rochester on a recent vlog. And I got these. I got these items. Well, actually, I've added another one on there. Excuse me, reaching out like that. Very, very rude indeed. But before that, on the Friday, I picked that up. I showed that in the vlog. Suicide Squad, the film. The 3D edition, I paid £1.50 for that. When I see 3D Blu-rays, I generally pick them up now because I've got a 3D TV and I've got a 3D Blu-ray player, so they're great. I love the 3D films. They still look really, really good. And I love Suicide Squad. I know it got panned by a lot of critics, but I think it's a good film. Anyway, we digress. Let's get back to the video games, of course, people. So I picked this one up. Excuse me, it was £1. Trauma Centre, Second Opinion. I'll be honest, for £1, I thought it's great condition. I weren't leaving it sitting there. It's got all the bump. It's actually like new, as you can see there, you know. I think I might already have this, but I'll probably sell it. If I have, I'll sell it as part of a bundle with other Wii games. So that was a good pickup. I was pleased with that one, especially from a charity shop. But then there was this. I walked into a charity shop and they had a glass cabinet there next to the counter where you pay. And they had 3 Mega Drive games, boom, 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 in the cabinet. I was like, whoa, that's something you don't see every day. They had, I think it was Echo the Dolphin. They wanted a tenner for that. And I was like, I know I can get that cheaper in CX. But then I saw this. Now, this is a Genesis version, not a Mega Drive version. But it was this, okay? And I like the little sticker they put on it as well. Alien Storm. Alien Storm. It is complete, all right? I paid £20 for that. And we'll come to the condition in a minute. But a little sticker there, as you can see on the front, okay? As it says there, £20, released 1991, manual included, Genesis, it says on there. So as you can see, there's the manual, and there, of course, is the all-important cartridge. 20 quid. I thought, do you know what? I haven't got it. I do like my Genesis and obviously Mega Drive games. They look great on the shelf. The packaging on these was awesome. The hard cases and everything else. And Alien Storm, hey, it's an arcade game, you know, converted to the system of the day. But I thought, I'm not leaving that there. I thought I'm going to have that. I mean, I overpriced Echo the Dolphin. Maybe this was overpriced. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, guys. What do you think? 20 quid for that one. Condition wise, it's very, very nice indeed. The manual's good, the sticker on the cartridge is good, and the cover's very nice indeed. So what do you think on that one? Good buy or not a good buy? Anyway, there's that one. That was the charity shop. And now for that CEX roulette. Roulette time from CEX. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of CX. A lot of guys say, oh, it's awful, they rip you off, blah, blah, blah. But I'll be honest, I only use them as a customer. I don't trade with CX, okay? So maybe that's what I base my sort of opinion on. But every single title you buy, you pay postage. Rightly, of course you do. But if I go on there and buy 4 titles, for example, I have to pay 1, 2, 3, 4 lots of P&P. So I very rarely buy postage on there. But I thought, you know what? It's a new month, I thought, and I need a new Wii U game to get off that list. Yes, indeed. So anyway, let's see if it's any good. As you can see, it's still sealed. These are always a gamble because you're buying it just off a website based on the description. So it could be an absolute pile of put, could be half decent. Anyway, let's get my paperwork out of there and let's see what I paid for this bad boy. Right, okay. Yeah. So I'm just looking at the condition first before I... Okay, £40 game. A £40 game. So this isn't the cheap one. Right, so far so good, but I haven't looked at the disc. And it's this. For the Wii U, another one off that tick sheet. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yes, I've got the first one. And I've now got the second one. So another one off that important tick list, so to speak. Dare to be amazing, it says. But you know what? The OGDuffy, he dares to be amazing. There's some sort of slip in there. Now, quite often the Wii U games never come with proper like manuals that we come to expect, because the gamepad controller was like a manual in itself. It quite often display what it needed to there. But that side, let's look at this disc. Absolutely fine. It's probably not picking it up on the camera, hey. Get nice reflections and stuff. But no, it don't look like it's even been played, to be honest. So I am pleased with that. Now there's only one more pickup to show you guys, and I have a very special beer reserved for such a thing. Oh yes, I'm so excited about that pickup, but we'll come to it shortly. Let's play another game. Time for some therapy. OGDuffy therapy, and it is this, of course. We're going to add this to the shelf. So in this pickups video, we have knocked 3 more Wii U titles off that full PAL set. So, of course, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 is going to sit right next to the Amazing Spider-Man number 1. Of course it is, because it'd be rude not to. So there he goes, next to the Spider-Man number 1, of course. And the other side of that, Angry Birds Star Wars. Crashing time on that one. This has to be a first for the OGDuffy pickups. I am not adding a PS3 title. Oh no. I haven't picked up any PS3 games. Shocking, I know. But I'll tell you something, we will go and play a PS3 title because it'd be rude not to. Picking ourselves a PS3 title and what to go for. Oh, decisions. Well, you know something, right? At the moment, there's a big sporting event happening in the world. Yes, it is the Euros. But fear not, no, we are not going to play a FIFA game. Definitely not a FIFA game. You know the OG and FIFA ain't happening on my shift. Anyway, we are going to go for a tennis game. And it's a game I recently picked up, which is that one there. Oh yes, Top Spin 3. I paid £1 for that. Now I love Virtua Tennis, of which I have here somewhere. There we go. Virtua Tennis 3 and 4. Absolutely amazing games, but I've never played a Top Spin game. So do you know what? Let's give this a play. Let's see what it's like. I've just made my own character and I've started career mode. Right. What could possibly go wrong? At least I'm returning the ball. Yeah, look at the OG. I got this. Hey, hey! Look at me, I made myself a bit chunky as well. That was top spin. Okay, now we come to my final pickup. And I've said all along, it's a Grail item. For me, it is a Grail video game, okay? Oh, but before we come into it, I'm looking over at the package now and see it. I've got to unpack it and stuff. I'm just hoping it's decent. I really am. It's a Star Wars game, guys. Bit of a spoiler alert for you. Anyway, let's finish off this dodgy wheat beer. And then for such a good unboxing, I need a great beer, don't I? Oh yes, and I've gone all out on this next one. Oh, wish me luck. Special boxing requires a special beer, as I just said. Oh yes, I'm excited about this one. Let's grab the beer in question, and here we go. Right, a very popular lager here in the UK in particular, a Peroni, but not just any Peroni. Oh no, look at that. A Peroni Grand Reserve. Oh yes. So Peroni is a very popular lager here. Very nice indeed. But this one is a particular decent strength, I believe. Doppia Molto. Yeah, Peroni Grand Reserve. Let's get the strength of this. Where is it? Can't read the label. It's all a bit small for me. 500ml, 6.9% volume. So let's see what this game is. Here it is. I've just unboxed it, thus the knife. I will tuck that back away over there, safely out the way. And it is this Parker Brothers for the Atari VCS or 2600, Return of the Jedi Death Star Battle. As you can see there, look. All right, it's a bit that side there. As you can see, it's a bit sun worn, shall we say? That side's a bit brighter. So is that. So is that. And there's the back. Okay, let's crack this open. Let's see what it's like inside, guys. One manual, the Return of the Jedi manual there. Look at that. Yes, for the Atari 2600. As you can see that in multiple languages, as the manuals were back then, so that's nice and complete. A few creases, but overall I'm quite impressed with that. The cartridge itself, don't get me wrong, not the greatest condition cartridge I've ever come across, but not the worst either. Am I happy with it? Yes, I am. And of course, got the insert here. So few of these come without the insert like that. So all in all, do you know what that is? It's happy days. Let's have a beer. Here they are together. The Empire Strikes Back and the Return of the Jedi. They're just things of beauty. They really, really are. As I said, there's two more cartridges I need to get. I think one is Jedi Power Battle or something, you know, Lightsaber Duel or something like that. And the other one is the arcade game. But I don't know if Parker Brothers done the arcade game on the VCS. But they are two absolutely stunning looking games. I'm well happy with those. As for the best pint out of this this session, well, that's been that last one, the Peroni. It's a good strength, it's a decent beer, I don't know. Maybe I'm just all beered out by now, I don't know. But anyway, it's cold, it's wet, it's lager. What's not to love? Oh yes. Anyway, but the games I've played, best game in this session, we played Splatterhouse on the arcade. It was great revisiting that. A great classic arcade game. Has a lot of respect for people in the community. Top spin. I'll be honest, it's all right. It's not bad. And I did play a bit on the sort of the career mode, but it's not a Virtua Tennis. But it's a quid in CEX. put an hour or two into that and start mastering it, do you know what? It's just bang for your buck, isn't it, really? The original Tomb Raider, great revisiting it. To be honest, it requires more of my time. I need to invest more time in that. And then, of course, who wants to be a millionaire? Well, I do, of course, and I'm sure so do you. That, right, I'll be honest, this is what I consider major fodder. If you see a PS1 game in the charity shop, chances are it's going to be this, or a version of it, or whatever. But I'll tell you what a game. That is so much fun. Quiztastic, mate, quiztastic. Straight the games I played tonight, if I had to play one again now, with a few beers, no doubt, I'm putting that straight on. Honestly, it's so much good fun. I'm putting it away now, because I'll probably get Mrs. OG out here the weekend and have a play of that. But anyway, the pickups, had some amazing pickups, really pleased with them, and great to see some Mega Drive games in a charity shop. But what pickups have you had of late? Drop in the comments as always. I love hearing what you've managed to find. But for me, it has to be this. It's a Grail item for me. I mean, I've got the other one to get now, the lightsaber duel, the lightsaber battle or whatever. And for me, that's then the Parker Brothers sort of trilogy of it done. There is one other Star Wars game to get on the VCS system, which is Star Wars Arcade. I think that's a heavy hitter. I could be wrong. But you know what? I'm just pleased to have this. And this, side by side now. Look at that. It's just a thing of beauty, isn't it? I'm easily pleased. I'm easily pleased. Well, anyway, guys, I've been OGDuffy, but drop in the comments what pickups you've had of late. How far did you get with me on that quiz? And what was the best game for you tonight? Please do drop in the comments. I love reading your thoughts and opinions. And if you haven't already done so, drop by the www.ogduffy.com website, where I blog and I sell things and I do a bit of this, that and the other. Oh yes, and do engage with my blogs over there, guys. I love reading your comments there too. Anyway, this Peroni Gran Reserva is for you. I'll see you on the next one. If you don't subscribe, why not? Hit the button. Makes me happy, man. See you on the next one, guys. Laters.